Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancian. I wanted to wish you a good week that is coming. We have inside this very powerful transformational energy. A lot of people in material world, common people, are really shaken up right now. All the reality is kind of crumbling. It's their soul trying to show them something else, to show something else. We need to move from ignorance into lucidity. There's going to be some, right now, there's all the dark programs that are erasing themselves, that are being transmuted to come into this global renaissance, this awakening. It's a planetary renaissance. Every culture has some things to keep and something to eliminate, to get rid of, to forgive. We have to find this point of balance, because we're coming out of a very, very long cycle of ignorance, this Kali Yuga, the dark age. And now we're going to be followed by a golden age, but right now we're in the transition mode. And this golden age will be the final golden age. There will not be a fall. There's been many golden ages on the planet before that are not known in present history, but they all were localized, or they were groups. But now it's a planetary ascension that will not be followed by a dark age, this golden age, but will be followed by a platinum age that will eventually lead into the complete fusion with light and life eventually. So it is. Let me see. It's a battle of consciousness, and to understand what everybody, even up there, the negative 80s and all kinds of groups and advanced extraterrestrials that we used to use the earth for their own benefits, they have to make a choice: either come back into the light or be consumed by the light. The light, because this ascension into the light is not just localized on the planet Earth. It's the whole star cloud here is being affected by that, and probably even beyond. But everybody has to make the choice of making the choice of everything in this reality as well, whether it's in dreams, in vision, in the astral plane, or in the physical reality. Every circumstance that is given to us is really an opportunity to choose love and unity, or to choose fear and separation. And realize you're already the light. As we realize you're already the light, your crystalline vibration will ignite eventually the light body and create this reality, to let your world, your life, be conducted by your soul and your spirit, rather than by your mind, your body, and your ego. So we're moving into the next level, so it's going to be very exciting. But it's very also leading the whole of humanity from this long cycle of unconsciousness. It is be patient with others, because most people are a little lost. They have lost the north. They completely and right now life is forcing everybody to reconsider their beliefs. So you need to remind them of love and light, essentially, and letting go of for we have to let go of a lot of control we believe we have on a lot of things on a personal level. Yet if we're running a business, we need to control every aspect of the business, and then have the divine supervision to allow people to be fulfilled within the work they're doing for you, within the frame that is your responsibility. Personally, I'm being led to prepare myself to run a company and to become an investor, and so just want to be wise in relationship to that. It's the same thing when you're parenting. You need your child to be fulfilled and creative and independent, but you need to apply control, and on some level it is part of the responsibility in a gentle way, but everybody's different. Everybody's got a response. Everybody has his own mission, but I think parenting is one of the greatest challenge and reward of the human experience. It is because we're learning, for we are imperfect parent as human. When God is a perfect parent, but it's part of the God experience to learn to parent. Eventually, we learn to be parent to the angels and to the creation, as we integrate our God self. But we have to let go of the ego and let God. For the situation, there is never like, it's always like this, it has to be always like that. It always depends. It depends on the situation, it depends on the consciousness, it depends. We have to learn to utilize our wisdom. For a long time I had a lot of knowledge and very little wisdom, but now my knowledge has been, I'm having more flow and understanding in relationship to how to find the point of balance in situation. Not to say that I'm expecting any sort of perfection within my own expression, but I do find it. at time, and to be true to yourself. Just continue to have a clear intention to do good, to find your center, to find your joy, and because we're all entitled to choices, and even when we ascend, our likes and dislikes. I'm not sure if it's Hegel or Kant that was saying there is no good or bad. There is the agreeable and the non-agreeable. It's what we believe to serve the highest good and what deserves the highest good, what serves the highest good and what does not serve the highest good. So it's about like and dislike, but we all entitled to have our likes and dislikes. When if I open a gallery, I will choose only what I really like the most in terms of the art that I showcase, that I represent, that I sell. And it doesn't mean that I dislike maybe some artists that I like as person, but if the art is not really what I feel comfortable in handling, and there may be some people that are then I won't do it. But it's the same thing. If there be some people that I do not get along with, but the art is really powerful, then I may not be able to deal with them because of the ego, overwhelming egos. But we'll see. Everything is already scheduled and prepared on the higher planes. For it's like always try to see it see everything from a higher perspective. Be kind and compassionate, and continue to cultivate this sense of diamonds. And it's like this diamond. If you haven't received it, I give it to you. It's a diamond that comes from the Great Mother. It's a connection to God. This diamond is a principle of harmony. It's a principle of consciousness. It's like to move from chalk to a diamond, to a raw diamond, to a diamond with many facets. And so continue to cultivate this sense of connection, and this diamond you receive that is placed in your heart, that you continue to see it, visualize it, connect with it, and you can give it to other people as well, to place this diamond, this spiritual diamond in their heart. And love, everybody has experienced some form of love. So if you've already, everybody in some way, it's like so it's like this part of love is really the point of connection to receive other forms of love. For it's like if you feel love, it's because you already have an open heart. If you feel the light of what I'm saying, is because there is a light within you that reacts to the light within me. And so there's like it's about receiving and sending back, magnify this love and light always, and eventually we're going to have a constant flow of energy that comes from God, from a higher heart that will fill all of our chakras. There will be no more doors that keeps the sacred heart closed. But the more we give in 3D, the more we give, the less we have. But in fifth dimension, the more we give, the more we receive. So it's a completely different process, different consciousness. But everybody won't change, but it's a very slow process because we need to change a lot in order to integrate the change. So the more people go within, the faster change will come. But be patient with others, and create your own pocket of reality, your own fifth dimensional peace, joy, love, grace reality, to live within that. And then we meet people. Certain people are not ready. You still offer them, keep the door open for them. But some people are ready to understand, assume the responsibility of their own personal connection. Then you can assist them by inviting them into your bubble of reality. Your fifth dimensional reality. Did I pull some cards? I'm going to pull some cards. See, well, they all. And for there is different model of reality. Eventually, we want to balance out the outer and the inner reality. The observer of the day is going in circle. We're going to go in circle until we click into something new. What we need to understand, the highest wisdom is nothing is better than your home. To get your Spirit is saying soon I'm going to have a home that will be where I will feel very comfortable. So it's a nice place also. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is, but it is very important to continue to cultivate this sense of well-being within your home. Within your physical body is your primary home, but then your environment, place that you created, where you feel like you can grow and ask. My master guide always told me it's much easier to envision the final result of what you want. If you want a home, just how do you want it? What are the characteristics? Then the means by which to achieve it. The universe can provide the mean, but already know what you want. what we need to understand is the blessing, the unexpected miracle, something that is utterly beyond our expectation, that will come and bless our life and continue to bless the world by assisting and be in a receptive mode and gratitude. What we need to do is the time of the nap, to relax, to regenerate, to take our time, and the outcome will be not for you. Everything that's not for you is not for you. Just something much better is in the works. So, and there is introverted people and extroverted people. For sure, I'm much more introverted in this reality of the vegan civilization. In Lyra constellation, there was this model of civilization where people were looking for returning to the source within, when the general Lyrian model was the expansion into the outside world. But people that are more introverted are usually more comfortable with silence. And they do not need the validation from the outside world. They're looking for validation within. A lot of creative people were very introverted and were preaching introversion, like Tesla, Einstein, and a lot of ancient photographers. Hey, calme-toi. There is this puppy dog, and now we have a very young cat that has come into the house. So, hey, we have to mediate, to create the mediation between them, and but they're getting more comfortable. So just so it's like the silence, to be comfortable with yourself and with silence. Hey, le chien chat là, is also because silence is a great prophet. There is so much that can be revealed within silence, and so just continue to cultivate this connection, and eventually we're gonna have to balance out the inner and the outer reality. For meditation, it's not a waste of time. It's all about prioritizing. We have so much time is what we need to deal with from time we're born. Oh! On sait qu'il y a un chat. We know there is a cat. The dog is like, there is a cat there. There is a cat. I'll tell you, there is a cat. It's funny. It's a little baby cat. It's really, really sweet. Very, so just. We also have to learn to listen more than we talk. We never have to bring all the knowledge we have into the picture. We just need to give enough so that someone just enough to inspire someone to discover their own truth. And it's like Socrates. It's like breaking down the beliefs of others so the new truth can emerge within the consciousness of the person. Sorry, I got distracted by the cats and dogs around me, and so. So it's a choice what we do with the time and energy. How do we prioritize our time, our energy? What do we do with it? Personally, I will only choose what I feel is best for me at any given time, because there is no good or bad. It's this new renaissance, this project that I have will be catalyst for assisting in this global renaissance. I'm looking forward to create this new masonry, this new edifice. I present you. This is a cat. She's bonjour. Voilà, bonjour. Allez, hop. And so to be a Freemason, to be a free thinker. It doesn't mean to, because all those organizations have been somewhat controlled and by different entities and groups and so. But to be a true Freemason means to be completely free to think and create any reality you want. That was the root based. And the Templars have been called on into to be counted as well, because all those Templars, the original Knight Templars, were actually defenders of the truth, of the higher truth, the higher values, and they're all still incarnated. Well, they're reincarnated and they're still present, and so it is important to I call them into very soon into active modes. We're gonna need to gather all the forces of light to gently remove to move into a new level of reality. I'm gonna pause. The cat she wants to play. No. So the observer of the day is amiability, is love, is friendship, is sharing. It is a good energy that flows from one to the other and back to the one. And on se calme. On se calme. The highest wisdom is healing. Continue to cultivate your healing, your wholeness. what needs to be understood is the victory, the success, the overcoming the fear. The cat's trying to catch the cat. What we need to do is let go of this dichotomy, to understand sometimes we pulled in different directions, so just stand still and look for your guidance when it is the case. But sometimes accept that we two parallel reality that are both valid and valuable, that could present within your mind, and trust your higher self to find the right balance between all these energies. And the outcome would be to slow down. The more we are able to slow down, the easier life, the more we can enjoy our life also. When we're too excited, I mean, I love cars, but I see people, it's like, well, this car is good at 400 miles, 200, 300 miles an hour. I don't want to be going 300 miles an hour. I can enjoy driving a nice car, but I don't need to, I want to take my time enjoying it. It's not, unless I'm doing a race like the Le Mans or something like that, but it's probably not in my immediate plans. But so it's about taking the time to live, the time to enjoy, to prepare ourselves for all the good things of life. And so I also wanted to say, sometimes, just as a comment, everybody, I'm not giving advice in terms of anybody investment, but as an investor, I'm looking, sometimes the economical situation, what I can see, tells me more about the evolution of consciousness than the political situation, because there's so much manipulation, although the process is unfolding. But in general, it's like I was listening to an interview of this person, Larry Fink, who's a CEO of BlackRock. I don't know what will happen with all those entities, BlackRock, Vanguard. They're so powerful. What's interesting about BlackRock, they have this artificial intelligence called Aladdin, which is very, very wide, very experimented in deciphering the future motion of the economical flows, let's say. And he was saying that blockchain, one thing I agree with him is that blockchain has a great potential in terms of technology to become the internet 3.0. But when it comes to what I've remarked, is just a personal note that I've made, is like when the institutional investors tell you to sell something, that means they want to buy. When they tell you to buy something, that means they want to sell. So it's like they're trying to, so it's like the public is like going and is being a bit manipulated by the institutional hedge funds and so on. And but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Personally, if I would invest, I would invest in what I know: art, real estate, diamonds, things that are physical. Because also there could be value in investing in stocks, bonds, or whatever. But if you're investing in a company that's on the public market, I'm just talking purely from a spiritual point of view. If the company is very ethical and you make money from it, great. You're participating in the development of an ethical project that serves the highest good of all. But if the company is like doing things that are maybe legal but immoral, and then people profit from that, then there may be a karma that is shared as well. So it's like we have to be conscious in where we put our time, our energy, our resources to support. For it's important to be legal, but also to be moral, to be ethical. It's very, I think it's important because God sees where we get our resources and how do we spend it, and then because that's a tool that creators use. Although there is not in future society, they won't need money. Everybody will have what they need when they need it. But for now, we are in Rome. We need to act to adapt to this program until it gets transformed. So I just hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song. And thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to, thank you for your donations as well. It's very useful to me still right now. And if you want a private session, you can still contact me. Once I start my project, I will have to dedicate myself to the running of the company. But for now, I'm still here, and I will continue to communicate on a different way, probably when my project starts. And this song is called "The Man Who Sold the World." It's from David Bowie. It goes like this. We passed upon the stairs, we spoke of what and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes, I thought you died alone, a long, long time ago. Who knows? not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dom 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 do 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 dom do 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 dom do 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 dom. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed. I gaze a gazeless there. We walked a million years. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum, 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 dum. So yeah, the cat is here. She's keeping me warm. So the observer of the day is encountering, meeting. It's a new family. We're getting ready for coming together with our tribe, new people that will enter our life. We'll be able to co-create all kinds of things together. Where the highest wisdom is recomfort. Continue to find your recomfort and to provide it for others. What we need to understand is optimism, to stay aligned with the highest vision, the highest optimism. What we need to do is to be just, is justice, to be fair, to be transparent, to have equanimity, to be able to be posed and balanced in relationship to the choice we make, so we don't create injustice as well, because every piece of injustice it will be matched by karma. You will be judged by the judgment you are judging with. You will be measured by the measure you are measuring with. It's Matthew. And the outcome will be the dreams, because we live in a dream, so we're going to move into a dream that is our own personal choice, our own personal preference, which will make a big difference than living this collective nightmare, which is not always a nightmare. There's still a lot of joy in reality, but this reality is no longer viable for humanity to live in. So now we're asked to recreate, to prepare this new renaissance, to be reborn within ourselves as well, to be reborn, to utilize the power of the phoenix. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Sadat.